guys, that is how he went to Port Harcourt to get a bride price for this lady while I was still living with him. So when I find out, we fought that night, we argued and everything. I left the house that very morning when they break. I left the house. So he was now calling the sister, calling my friend, you know. So I left the house that very day because I just needed a place for me to lay my head and everything to think. So I went, he was calling me, was begging me, was asking the son to, you know, to talk to me, was begging for me to come back home and everything. I actually went back home that very day. I went back in the evening. So I went to church that day. I was just moody in any way. I was crying, I was shedding tears, I was just in a pain, I was just so emotional and everything. So I loved line. And that Sunday, I didn't go to church. He didn't go to church as well. The pastor get to call the little boy that was living with us to interrogate the guy, the boy, the little boy. He was 15 years. To ask him some questions. Why would he come to church? What happened in the house and everything? So the boy now told him that we were, you know, we have an argument. Me and his uncle were quarreling and everything, so I left the house and everything. So the pastor now called me that later that day, that Sunday of it, that I should come that in a place of prayer, that he saw me crying bitterly as he was praying, that he saw me crying bitterly, that I should come, that tears was so bitter that I left the house and everything. Me, I was thinking, because I came to Ikeja to meet my families where I grew up and everything, you know, to express myself to them. So when I went back, and I told him that I was in Ikeja. When I'm coming back, I will come direct to the church. I went to the church to go and meet this pastor. So the pastor was now like consoling me, and I told him some bits of it. I didn't even really want to open up because I don't like sharing my relationship with third party. I didn't really want to open up. I just said, this guy stabbed me. That is what I was just confessing. Before you know it, the same pastor that was consoling me, before you know it, he went to go and meet my mother-in-law to go and tell him that, sorry, I didn't want to mention the name, that my ex wants to get married to another lady. That he wants to get married to another lady. So to cut that story short, so we move on. We're still like fighting over it and everything. At the end of the day, the pastor still called me and the guy, tried to settle us, was not telling me, advising me I should cooperate with my ex, that if he should get married to this guy, say we don't armor, say we go more, I should cooperate with my ex. Somebody that brought me to your church, that you even said that I was good for him. You're not telling me that I should cooperate with my ex to get, you know, to scam another lady, all for the sake of paper. I should cooperate with him. That once he get married to that guy, say we have armor, say we go down, I will be eating money, I'll be sitting on enjoyment level, I'll be eating well, you know, money will be everywhere, surplus. In my own dictionary, how I grew up, how I am raised, you understand? I hate betraying my fellow woman. I hate betraying human being just because of what I want to get. My father will always say a good name is better than riches. That is a key that I hold. That is a dignity that I hold for myself. I can never betray anybody because of money or because of fame or because of anything I want to acquire or to achieve from anybody. A good name is better than riches. So I declined, and I was still angry over the whole issue. He now got to the wedding day that he was about to get married. Do you know that I was still foolish enough to be taking care of a child while my ex went to Port Harcourt to go and do marriage? That is how foolish I was, because I love my baby boy that I was with, because I love the son so much. I was feeling for the son for me to live, and I was feeling my pain. I was feeling for his son, and my own pain, I left it. I was pleasing somebody for my joy. I didn't want to leave the son. I didn't want to leave the son. This guy went to Port Harcourt to go and do marriage. After he came back from Port Harcourt, they did big wedding. Somebody that told me that it was a regime marriage, they did a big wedding celebration. They did big wedding celebration. They came to Lagos for the court wedding and everything. So according to him, because it's full of shit, it's full of lies, I don't really believe his story. I don't believe what he tells people and everything, because he lied too much. That guy he lied too much. So he said the girl was fighting him, that he don't want to do the court wedding, they want to scatter the marriage and everything, because the lady said he want to come to the house because he was suspecting that there is a woman in his house, that I should leave the house, guys. Okay, this story will stop from here. I'm going to continue in part 6. What happened next, guys? So I always tell people to always do your job, have something doing. See, this is a wig that I made. It's for sale. I've started my business back. So guys, look for something doing, so that when anybody drop you, you have something to fall back at. This is another one that I've just made. I've not styled it, guys. I've not styled it. This is handmade wig. It's handmade wig. Look for something doing as a young lady. Do something meaningful for yourself, guys. So you're going to catch me up in part 6, guys. Watch out, and if you like this video, please do wait to give it a thumbs up and give it a subscribe, so that whenever I upload any video of this heartbroken and life experience, you get to notified. Catch you guys.